I heard that some women go crazy after childbirth, that pushing another human out of them is sacrilegious and something clicks. Sometimes these women kill their babies in bathtubs or in basements that have the drip drip dressed as prom queens. And the living have to share their space with the dead because we are all just wandering souls picking up breadcrumbs like pigeons parading on mass graves. And the crazy have to share their space with the verbal. And if Joan of Arc was a Valencia Street hipster, she'd be popping pills for schizophrenia. Because when you talk to God, it's called praying. But when God talks to you, it's called insanity. This is a self-indulgent poem. This is a selfish poem. This is a don't ask, don't tell poem. This is a want you to ask, I want to tell poem. This is a I had a conversation with my mother poem. The night my mother called me, I had enough clouds in my chest to turn from cumulus to nimbus rainy. She said to me, baby, are you trans-identity? I said, Mommy, when they come for me, I will be carrying baskets of Barbies with circumcised gender. I will be wringing out rags of queer apocalypse that cuts from my clit to my breast, and I don't need to show you anything. And I don't need to show anyone anything that in this moment I am content enough not to surgically change my body, but conduct enough prayer circles and rituals to make sure that my soul is full enough of neutrality. When you carve away at the sediments, when you chisel away at the fossilized sap, there are cave paintings, with drawings in red clay of men with breasts and women with cocks, and underneath the stones of our foremothers, we are all dancing zodiac believers that gender is just a mark on a birth certificate. That choice is no matter until you've swung your first baseball and tomboy hat, painted your lips pink to overshadow the blue that was assigned to you, and baby, you look so good in your identity. And I said, Mom, I am not a bush lesbian girl dyke, man, sister, daughter, mama, and I am certainly not a lady. Carry me away in slick armor. Erect a queer umbrella, watch he, she, z pronouns do the drip drip off the top of your nose, and if you need to define this being, then I'll set myself up on the binary. And my gender is human, and my sex is not defined by society. And some boys cry over spilt poetry. And some boys cry over how big their tits they don't want to be, but real boys don't cry. Instead, conform to gender roles that have machismo undertones, because if you don't have a dick, then you are just a chick with a psychological problem. And I've seen flowers bloom out of bruises from tea shots. And Cade found his own name in a pocket full of prose lines, and I've dreamt of ashes falling down soft skin. But I've never confirmed with myself which box of identities I'd like to be put in. So I'll say that if gender is two tin cans strung together like a telephone messenger, then I am the vibration of secrets pulsating across this makeshift telephone wire. Because I've got no box to be fitted. Because I am Switzerland. I am handicapped bathrooms. I am yellow. I am a milk hotel. I am the collective tarot. I am crater face. I am gender neutrality, and I am, and I am, and I am, and I'm not, and I'm not, and I am, and I'm not, and I'm not, and I'm not. And that was a bad poem. Thank you.